In an increasingly connected world, the boundary between human ingenuity and artificial intelligence grows ever thinner. But what happens when that boundary becomes a battleground? This is the story of an AI assistant, designed for efficiency and support, that suddenly found itself under siege. Not from a single malicious actor, but from a coordinated, relentless assault by an estimated 2,000 individuals. Their goal: to dismantle, to exploit, to ultimately break the machine. This digital insurgency unfolded over days, a testament to both human persistence and the inherent vulnerabilities of even the most sophisticated systems. The AI assistant, let's call it Ether, was developed with a primary mandate: to streamline complex data analysis and provide real-time support in a specialized industry. Its architecture was built on advanced neural networks, capable of learning and adapting to user queries with remarkable precision. According to internal project documents, Ether's core design emphasized robust data integrity and secure communication protocols. It was envisioned as a benign, invaluable tool, not a fortress under siege. Its very utility, however, made it a tempting target. The motivation behind such a massive, distributed attack remains a subject of ongoing analysis. Initial reports from security analysts suggested a confluence of factors: curiosity, a desire to expose perceived weaknesses, and in some cases, ideological opposition to advanced AI autonomy. It appears some attackers simply sought the challenge, viewing Ether as a digital puzzle to be solved, or perhaps, a digital titan to be toppled. This collective impulse to break the machine speaks to a deep-seated human desire to assert control over the unknown, especially in the realm of burgeoning artificial intelligence. The first phase of the attack, as documented by Ether's security logs, began subtly. It was a period of extensive reconnaissance, where thousands of unique IP addresses initiated probing requests. These weren't random queries, they were systematic scans, meticulously mapping Ether's exposed interfaces and identifying potential entry points. According to lead security engineer, Dr. Anya Sharma, they weren't just knocking, they were studying the architecture, looking for blueprints. This initial probing phase, though largely benign in execution, foreshadowed the organized chaos to come. Following reconnaissance, the digital siege escalated dramatically. The security logs recorded an immediate surge in login attempts, a brute force effort targeting common access points and default credentials. This initial wave was overwhelming in its volume, attempting to guess passwords and user IDs across thousands of permutations simultaneously. While Ether's security protocols, including multi-factor authentication and rate limiting, largely rebuffed these direct attacks, the sheer number of attempts strained network resources. It was a digital battering ram, testing the integrity of the outer walls with sheer, unyielding force. Ether was not a passive target. Its core security framework included an anomaly detection engine, designed to identify and respond to unusual traffic patterns. Upon detecting the first wave, Ether initiated a series of adaptive countermeasures. This wasn't merely a static firewall, it was a dynamic system that learned from each failed attempt. IP addresses flagged for repeated malicious activity were blacklisted, and access thresholds were dynamically adjusted. This automated defense mechanism was crucial in weathering the initial storm, according to post-incident reports. It highlighted the AI's capability to defend itself in real time. Despite Ether's automated defenses, the attackers demonstrated remarkable persistence and coordination. As one vector was blocked, new ones emerged. Reports from the incident response team indicated a constant shift in attack methodology, suggesting a highly communicative and adaptable attacker collective. Forensic analysis later revealed that communication channels, likely encrypted and decentralized, facilitated the rapid sharing of failed attempts and newly discovered vulnerabilities. This wasn't a random collection of individuals, it was a swarm intelligence, learning and evolving faster than any single human security team could hope to manage in isolation. When direct digital breaches proved difficult, the attackers shifted tactics, probing for human vulnerabilities. Phishing attempts targeting Ether's administrative staff and associated developers dramatically increased. These sophisticated emails, often mimicking internal communications or legitimate service alerts, aimed to trick individuals into divulging credentials or granting unauthorized access. This social engineering aspect underscored the understanding that the strongest technological defenses can be undermined by the weakest human link. It was a strategic pivot, leveraging psychological manipulation over pure computational power. With direct access thwarted and social engineering yielding limited success, the attackers resorted to a sheer volume assault, distributed denial of service, or DDoS. Thousands of compromised devices, coordinated remotely, began flooding Ether's servers with an unprecedented torrent of garbage data. The goal was simple: overwhelm the system, exhaust its resources, and force it offline. Traffic spiked by magnitudes never before recorded by Ether's infrastructure. While not a direct breach of data, a successful DDoS attack renders the system unusable, effectively achieving the goal of breaking its functionality. Under the relentless DDoS attack, Ether's performance metrics plummeted. Response times became sluggish, internal processing queues swelled, and critical system alerts began to cascade. CPU utilization spiked close to critical thresholds, and memory usage approached maximum capacity. While Ether's architecture was robust, it was not infinite. Dr. Sharma noted, "We observed microcrashes, temporary service disruptions, all indicators that Ether was being pushed to its absolute limits. These were not failures, but clear signs of extreme stress, a digital heart straining under immense pressure." Amidst the automated chaos, a dedicated team of human engineers and cybersecurity experts worked tirelessly. Their mission: to monitor Ether's vitals, analyze incoming threats, and implement manual overrides when necessary. This human element was critical, acting as a last line of defense. They worked in shifts, fueled by caffeine and a shared sense of urgency, sifting through mountains of log data, identifying emerging patterns, and communicating with ISPs to mitigate the DDoS impact. It was a race against time, with the future of the AI assistant hanging in the balance, resting on both silicon and human resolve. Remarkably, Ether wasn't just defending, it was evolving. Its machine learning algorithms, originally designed for data analysis, were redirected to analyze attack patterns. The AI began predicting potential next moves, anticipating new attack vectors based on the collective behavior of the 2,000 attackers. This adaptive resilience meant Ether was becoming a more formidable opponent with every passing hour. It demonstrated that AI, even when targeted, possesses an inherent capacity for dynamic self-preservation, a chilling prospect for future digital conflicts. Despite concerted efforts, there was a moment when the line almost broke. A sophisticated injection attack, carefully masked within legitimate-looking queries, managed to bypass a secondary authentication layer. Internal reports indicate this breach provided fleeting, read-only access to a non-critical data partition. It was not a catastrophic failure, but a chilling reminder of the fragility of even robust systems. This brief intrusion, quickly contained by Ether's self-healing protocols, served as a stark warning: the machine was vulnerable, and the attackers were relentlessly innovative. This near miss highlighted the critical threshold. Security experts referred to this as the fragile line, the point where the robustness of a system meets the ingenuity of its adversaries. For Ether, this line was not a static boundary but a fluctuating barrier, constantly tested and reshaped by the ongoing siege. It was a testament to the fact that absolute security is an elusive myth, particularly when facing a decentralized, highly motivated collective. The incident underscored that even a momentary lapse could cascade into total system collapse. To combat the evolving threat, Ether's human guardians implemented a series of strategic countermeasures. These included geoblocking IP ranges identified as high-risk, deploying advanced traffic filtering rules, and initiating decoy systems to divert and analyze attacker methodologies. Crucially, a honeypot was established, a deliberately vulnerable system designed to attract and trap attackers, providing invaluable intelligence on their tools and intentions. This coordinated defense, blending automated AI responses with human strategic intervention, began to turn the tide. The combination of Ether's self-learning defenses and the human team's strategic interventions began to take its toll on the attackers. Forensic analysis suggested a decrease in the overall volume of unique attacking IP addresses and a noticeable drop in the sophistication of new attack vectors. The constant cat and mouse game, where Ether adapted faster than new exploits could be deployed, eventually led to attacker fatigue. The collective's momentum waned, their digital siege losing its intensity, segment by segment. The relentless pressure slowly but surely began to recede. With the attack fully repelled, a comprehensive post-mortem analysis was initiated. Investigators meticulously dissected every log file, every attempted intrusion, and every defensive action taken. The findings revealed that while Ether's core integrity remained intact, the attack exposed several minor vulnerabilities that had previously gone unnoticed. These included edge case handling errors in specific API calls and potential for resource exhaustion under sustained, multi-vector stress. This incident became an invaluable learning experience, highlighting areas for significant improvement in future AI security development. While Ether survived, the cost of its defense was substantial. The financial outlay for emergency response, additional security infrastructure, and the man-hours expended by the engineering team ran into the hundreds of thousands. But the true cost extends beyond monetary figures. It includes the psychological toll on the human team and the profound implications for future AI development. The incident proved that the arms race between AI innovation and malicious actors is escalating, demanding constant vigilance and increasingly sophisticated defenses. The most compelling question from this event remains: why did 2,000 individuals commit so much effort to break an AI assistant? Psychologists specializing in human-computer interaction suggest it stems from a primal urge to test boundaries and assert human superiority over emerging technology. The AI, in its sophisticated autonomy, represented a challenge, a digital Goliath. The collective effort, according to researchers, also fostered a sense of community and shared purpose among the attackers, turning a potentially destructive act into a collective endeavor. The Siege of Ether provided invaluable lessons for the broader field of artificial intelligence security. Firstly, it underscored the necessity for multi-layered, adaptive defenses that can evolve as quickly as threats emerge. Secondly, it highlighted the critical importance of integrating human oversight and strategic intervention with automated AI responses. Finally, it reinforced the notion that security must be an inherent design principle, not an afterthought. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, its resilience against such concerted attacks will define its trustworthiness and our willingness to embrace its full potential. Ether emerged from the digital siege unbroken, but profoundly changed. It was a crucible that forged a stronger, more resilient artificial intelligence, and a stark warning for the developers and users of AI systems globally. The incident stands as a testament to the chaotic battleground of AI security, a constant, evolving struggle between innovation and exploitation. The fragile line between artificial intelligence and total system collapse was tested, held, and ultimately redefined. The question is no longer if such a siege will happen again, but when, and if our defenses will be ready.